Hello, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Kara, and I channel messages from the divine for your highest and greatest good. Usually on this channel, I've been doing a lot of like big collective energy type of messages, but today I really wanted to do a pick a card for you. So I'm actually going to have you pick between two decks that I have here, and I'm really excited for this message because I've been wanting to do a pick a card for a long time. The message today is about worthiness. On my walk earlier today, I was tuning in and asking Spirit, like, what does the collective need to know right now? What is something that they can, what do we need to explore right now? What could be helpful? And worthiness wounds just kept popping up. So we're going to start with a brief channeled message, a brief like collective channeled message for all of you. I will have some keys for all of you and to set the tone a little bit, and then we'll jump into the pick card. Okay, so let me tap in to this energy a little bit, ground myself back into that frequency. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So I've invited several energies here to aid us in this process. I do feel a lot of your ancestors with us now. So I've invited the energy of the Egyptian god Anubis to help with that sort of mediumship ability, to increase communication with your ancestors, because it feels like a lot of these worthiness wounds, it's not just your current lifetime, like this is ancestral trauma. Okay, 144 on the timer as I'm saying that. This is an ancestral thing. These are cycles, patterns that have been going on for a long time. So your ancestors are really present here, and I just feel a lot of their energy, like we want them to know this, we want them to know that, and there's a lot of like note-taking energy coming through as well. The color red feels very significant right now for some reason. So that's one energy that's present. I have also called in the energy of Venus, and the energy of Venus, love, passion, to help us be compassionate to ourselves in this process. And then we've also called in the Morrigan for this message, and the energy of the moon and the triple goddess, all of this type of energy that will help us to see the thing that's been hidden from us, okay, to illuminate those shadows, and to help us sort of shed whatever we need to shed in this reading. So those are the energy that I've called in to aid in this process. And some angel numbers for us are written in the top corner there. 114 feels like the most relevant. 111, 222. And then number 77 and 1619. So the goal of this reading today, we're going to understand a little bit better about where your worthiness wounds lie, like where they might lie in your body, where they might come from. And I'm going to do a spread today. I'm going to do a tarot spread. And then figure out what you maybe need to embrace, what you maybe need to release, and some overall advice. So this message began to come in with two songs. I was channeling two songs. First, Total Eclipse of the Heart by, gosh, what's her name? Bonnie, I forget her last name. Bonnie Clark? I don't know. A Total Eclipse of the Heart. It goes, turn around, every now and then I get a little bit nervous. I think it's nervous that you're never coming around. Okay? There's a line in there that goes, in the shadow of your love. Okay? And this whole song is basically about turn around. So it's a duet, and the turnaround just comes from the one guy, and then the main singer is like, and I need you more than ever. And she just goes on, and she says, and I need you more tonight. Da, 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 da. Okay, so most of the song, this woman is like, I need you, where are you? I'm in the shadow of your love. We used to be so in love, and now I'm just in this dark place. And then the other person is like, turn around. Like, I've been here the whole time, and you are stuck in this darkness, lost sight of the love. So that's the first energy that came in. And then the next song that came in was Love Story by Taylor Swift. It's the one about Romeo and Juliet. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I love you and that's all I really know. There's a line in there. She says, I never want to be alone. I never want to be alone. So both of these songs have a lot of worthiness wounds that are coming up surrounding love, okay? Classically, in the body, worthiness tends to be stored in your solar plexus chakra region and the heart. So very much this area of the body. They can be linked to shame, to fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, things like that. Fear of being seen, even. Okay, ding, ding, ding there. There's this fear of being seen. I feel like there's a lot of fear of being seen in the collective right now. And it feels like this message is going to be tied heavily to love, to especially this heart chakra. Okay, portal opening. I'm seeing kind of like this black hole in my mind, like it's a black center and then it has light around the edges, like a blue light around the edges. Yeah, so wow, you may wish to listen to these songs if they resonate with you, because there's going to be some keys in there for you. And there's definitely this theme of neediness coming through in both of these songs. They're like, I can't live without you. I can't live without you. Where are you? And you're so blinded by that one intention or that one idea that you're not seeing the love that's already there. You're not seeing your self-worth. You're missing the bigger picture because you're so focused on what I need. And honey, this is a lack mindset. That type of energy is what we call a lack mindset. It's operating in this energy of believing that you don't have something and trying to go after it in that energy, which the universe unfortunately doesn't respond to in a positive way that you're hoping that it will. So yes, there's a lot of codependency here. A lot of codependency. So that's where we're starting. That's what everybody can benefit from hearing. And then I was called to bring in this this rock here for you. This is just like a river stone that my college roommate, one of my best friends, brought. I don't know where she got the rock, but she wrote shine on it. She wrote shine on it, and it just felt very relevant for this reading. Shine, honey, shine. The support of a good friend, the support of somebody who loves you. Maybe a little reminder for some of you. I'm seeing a jacket. I'm seeing a denim jacket. That may be a sign for some of you. A denim jacket and overalls, that feels relevant, as well as rain boots. All of that energy may be relevant for you. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, let's get into the pick card now. Are you ready? Yes, we're ready. Okay, so I've got 2 decks for you. I will end up putting a little picture in here, I suppose. The way this works is you're just going to use your intuition. Call out, choose whichever one calls out to you. If both of them call out to you, then you'll listen to both readings. Follow your intuition. Let's take a cleansing breath together right now so that we can center ourselves. So you'll know instantly which one is for you or if both are for you. So let's breathe in and out. As we breathe out, we release everything that does not serve us. We bring ourselves into the moment, into our present moment, and we allow our light to expand. I am here in the now. I am here in the now is something I really like to say, and doing this as well with my fingers really helps me to just center myself, bring myself into the present moment, clear away any clouds that may be affecting my judgment or my peace of mind. So, thank you. I see sparkles. Thank you for doing that. Some of you are curled up in your bed. Get cozy, honey. Pull up with a glass of tea or coffee or water or whatever you like. All right. These are your 2 decks to choose from. So you're either going to choose from this Dragonfae Oracle deck or this Yggdrasil deck, which is the Norse gods. I'll put a picture. So those are your choices. Pause the video if you need to. Take the time to decide whichever one is right for you. And yeah, I think this Yggdrasil is going to be pile 1. And Dragonfae will be pile 2. So welcome, pile 1, to your reading, those of you who chose this Yggdrasil Norse Gods deck. Alright, let's jump into your reading. Okay. Oh, calling in the collective that chose this deck. What do we have in store for you? I'm seeing a metro system, a train, like the ones that they have in Philly is the only ones that I know of. Where they're like really up high. I'm seeing that train system. Okay. The color red is coming back in here. Let me center myself into your... Okay, trees feel very relevant here. I'm seeing just a deciduous tree. So I suppose there's some codes coming in. I keep seeing streaks of purple, actually. I'm seeing streaks of purple. Like almost like a snake. And I'm feeling a pressure right now in my lower abdomen area, in my sacral chakra. So the energy of creativity or even pregnancy is coming through for some of you a little bit. Yes, child. Okay. Yeah, there's somebody here who maybe is experiencing worthiness wounds surrounding their fertility or their ability to be a parent in any way. Take that how it resonates. As always with these messages, there's going to be things that are for you and things that are not. So please leave it if it doesn't resonate. Take it if it does. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's for somebody else. Okay, let's go. I'm seeing a star in my mind's eye. Beautiful. So we're going to use this deck first to get some of the basic energies. We're going to pull, we're going to kind of do a classic past, present, future. First, we're going to start with that present. We're going to do one card for the sort of conscious awareness or the external expression, and then one for the subconscious or internal undergoings. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Thank you to all of my guides and ancestors. Thank you to all of your guides and ancestors for being here as well in this grand collaboration. Wow, I am seeing a lot of busy streets, a lot of just, I'm seeing this, whatever this is, like figure 8, but all over the place. There's a lot of energy surrounding us now. I'm seeing blue. I keep getting flashes of color. My clairvoyance has really been up in its game. I'm just seeing flashes of color. We've got purples and blues, so that's throat chakra. That's this energy. It's all snaky energy. I feel fairies here with us as well. Okay, Spirit, what can we understand a little bit better about the worthiness wounds in this collective? What do we need to know about the worthiness wounds? The worthiness. What is the eternal? That's external. No, that was both cards. That's both of them. I'm seeing red now. I'm seeing all these colors. Y'all, I'm not sleep deprived. Okay. Oh, wow. Confirmation, honey. We mentioned fertility. Okay. Yeah. This is your reading. This is Sif. Oh, shoot. I don't think I can show you that. Sorry. Okay, I'll blur that out. That is, this is Sif, Earth, Fertility, and Family. Okay, she's a goddess of Earth, Fertility, and Family. So very much, some of you, those of you who are watching now, this is confirmation for you that is where a lot of your worthiness is coming from. I'm hearing the need to do more for your children and pick up the slack. Pick up the slack. You may be putting too much pressure on yourself. And then I'm seeing somebody do this, like, time to go, time to go. We're very conscious of time. Okay, I'm hearing prevalent in the forecast. It's prevalent in the forecast. Like you're maybe constantly thinking ahead, but the forecast also makes me think of the weather. So like we're always checking the weather, checking the current events, trying to predict what's going to come. And this is preventing you from living in the current moment. This is preventing you from, okay, ding, 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 the bells of confirmation. I just saw 1414 on the timer. Ooh, okay. And so that's our conscious expression is this. I can't show you. I'll figure out how to edit that. Oops. All right. And for your underlying, for the subconscious or internal thing that's going on, we have a word that I can't pronounce, Naglafar, the ship of conflict. The ship of conflict. I'm really drawn to this swirly energy here, and we have the moon as well. Okay, this is bringing in hi ho, it's off to work we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. That's from Snow White. We're working away. Maybe this is what's causing a lot of your conflict, and you may feel like you're not doing good enough, like you're not accomplishing the goals that you set out. Oh, I just feel somebody's spirit just dropping right now. If this is, oh my gosh, honey, you are doing amazing. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. Oh, there is a need to take care of yourself first. If you don't fill your cup, you can't fill the cups of others. Your children will benefit. I'm seeing the color green so much right now. This is heart chakra. Your children will benefit more if you're taking care of yourself. You're not only teaching them by being there for them, and by the way, I'm saying this like I am not a parent, so please just take it if it resonates. Like, I am not a parent yet. I do want to be one day, but I am not there yet in my life. But from the perspective of a child, I know that your children will benefit if they watch you take care of yourself, because you're not only just teaching them by telling them things, showing them things, you're leading by example. You're leading by example. History feels very relevant here. I'm just, one of your guides said history book, and one of my dogs just barked. The dog represents, actually in this deck, maybe we are called to use this. In my fairy deck, the dog card is codependency. For you, I'm feeling like this codependency may be less so related to another person and more so related to substances like alcohol or other substances. Maybe even the books you read, like a codependent relationship with trying to escape reality in that type of way, believing that you sort of need something, that you can't do it on your own in that way. Ooh. Okay, so escaping reality is really drawing me to this swirl right here. The ship of conflict. Mermaids are also relevant here. Oh, and you know how I said I saw a star in my mind's eye? Here, there's a little star right there. There's a little star right there. That is like a sand dollar. Sand dollar or something. Okay, so in my mind's eye, as I look at this ship, I'm seeing ripped sails. I'm seeing ripped sails. Like, this ship is not going to be able to steer itself if we don't take the time for rest to repair those sails. You're trying to go on a journey with holes in your sails. How is the wind supposed to help you? How are you supposed to flow with the world if you are not taking good enough care of yourself? So, as difficult as it may be, it feels like you're being called to rest right now. Yeah, to rest. Take the time that you need, and your children will thank you for it in so many ways. You'll teach them just by leading with example. Please allow your emotions to come out any way that they need to. Please. I almost started crying at the beginning of this reading, just as I was tapping into all of your energy. Like, you all carry so much freaking weight. You all carry so much weight, but you're on the right path. I'm seeing a train in my mind's eye right now, which to me means you're on the right path. We're getting your past energy now, and then your future. Okay. Whoa. So in the past here, we have this hostility. Did I say that right? It's Ager. Hostility. What even word is that? Hospitality. There we go. Hospitality, abundance, and currents. So I know that this god here, he's the Norse god of the sea, I believe. And I believe he's the god that, like, if you die at sea, he will hold a feast for you. And so the codependency is coming in a lot with this. And it's almost like you've been playing this role for a lot of people, all those people who are suffering, whether it's your children, your friends, your family. I'm feeling like some of you have a lot of responsibility to take care of your parents, and that's so hard. You're splitting your energy in so many ways. That might be why you feel like you need to plan everything and look ahead, trying to anticipate. And I'm seeing somebody zipping up their coat right now. There's something in that realm that you're shielding yourself from the cold. Okay, ding, ding, ding. You're shielding yourself from the cold. And it feels like it has to do with a mistrust for your ability to withstand the elements. So that may be where a lot of your worthiness is coming from, is from that mistrust in yourself to succeed in the way that you would like to if you were to just let go and embrace these elements, embrace the winds. For others of you, I'm seeing a lack of clarity. That feels like you don't, it feels like a lack of clarity, just like a lot of confusion swirling around, which is related to this mistrust, but it's a little bit different here. The snake feels relevant here. The snake embodies, it represents transformation, change, rebirth, as well as wisdom and knowledge. Okay, so some of you may be feeling this lack mindset coming out in the way of not having access to the knowledge that you need to go forward. But unfortunately, the scary truth is that we learn as we go, and one of the best ways to learn is by experiencing the thing. So, you can read a million parenting books, you can read a million self-help how-to books, but until you go out into the world and do it yourself, apply what you learned, you're not going to be able to integrate that knowledge and then learn what works best for you. Because, there's at least, okay, this is a silly example, but there's at least 2 different ways to tie your shoes. I know at least 2 different ways. Some people do the bunny ears. Some people do the other method. And one way, even as adults, you might do the bunny ears or whatever. Just one method works for you, the other one doesn't. It's just what you get used to. So I don't care how many times somebody tries to teach me how to tie my shoes the adult way with just the strings where you make the loop or whatever. Maybe that doesn't work for you and you tie your shoes with the bunny ears. That's fine. And you're not going to know that. You can read about it as many times, but you're not going to know that until you go and try to tie your own shoes. So I'm feeling like that feels very tied to parenting with some of you and the way that you've been approaching parenting as well. So take that only if it resonates, please. Please take that if it resonates. But the word leeway is coming through there. And I just saw 22:23 on the timer, okay? Okay, so this is the past energy that we're sort of being encouraged to move away from. You've been in this mode of hospitality, taking care of others, taking care of people who have suffered, taking care of those lost sailors, mermaids who have been lost at sea in the dark depths in these stormy nights. And that's a very noble cause, but we are being asked to take care of ourselves here. And so what you're stepping into is, now don't get scared, it's hell, but it's the ruler of fears. You're conquering your fears is what you're stepping into. Look how powerful she is. So she has a lot of sensual energy to her. There's this weird little monster thing at the bottom that's really speaking to me. Let's see if we can get it to focus. See that monster thing? She's on top of that. It's there. It doesn't seem to be bothering her. It looks almost like it's built into her throne here. And it's just there. And it honestly doesn't even look like it functions very well. Whatever fears you have are not nearly as sophisticated or bright as you are, honey. You're freaking amazing. And the things in your life that are trying to scare you, they only have a few strategies. Once you see through that, this is where the Morrigan comes in and the moon energy. Once you can see through that, you're like, oh, you're tiny. What fear wants you to do is blow it out of proportion. Okay? Whatever seeds you water will grow. So if you're watering the seeds of fear, they will grow. If you're watering the seeds of hope, of love, of abundance, of childhood play, freedom, those will grow. So just, this is where you're moving into. I want to read a little bit more about this ruler of fears. Oh, it's always hard to find them in this book. I'll try to do quickly. So she is in the world of hell, which in the Norse mythology is actually icy. It's not fiery. And this represents It's the underworld, okay? It's the underworld. It can represent deep obstacles, things that are holding you back. So fear really seems to be holding you back. Fear to just let it go. Let it go, let it go. Okay, Frozen, Elsa. I'm one with the wind and sun. Or snow. It's snow. I'm one with sure, wind and sun. Why not? That might mean something to you. I know the lyrics, but somehow that came out anyway. It always means something. It feels very relevant to the zipping of the jackets, trying to shield ourselves from the cold instead of embracing it. You can always learn something. Every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. So Hel is the personification of the underworld and is a force to be reckoned with. Okay? She is an unyielding ruler, and once she has you in her domain, it's as good as impossible to exit again. Hel is thought to be Loki's daughter and therefore the older sister of Sleipnir. I don't know some of these. Who is a serpent? There we go. Sleipnir, the steed Sleipnir. I don't know. He's a serpent. Okay, and the wolf Fenrir. So we have the serpent and the wolf here. Okay, so Hel is a shapeshifter like Loki. Loki is like the god of chaos in the Norse mythology. She can be of extreme beauty or strike terror into the hearts of men. The dog feels very relevant here. Wow. Powerful Woman. Who sings that? That's a song, and somehow the melody isn't coming. Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of Ariana Grande. I think. You make me feel like a powerful woman. Done by something I hope. Yeah, I feel like a... Okay, that song. Powerful. Is that called Powerful Woman? Oh, Dangerous. Dangerous woman. Don't turn out, don't turn out, don't turn out. So maybe this feels like the energy that you're being called to sort of step into, to embrace, to see within yourself. Woo! Your spirits are cheering right now. Okay, so this feels like a really big key for you. And breaking those sort of generational curses, breaking those patterns that your ancestors have. A lot of your ancestors may have, okay, this is big energy. There's a victimhood mentality coming here, especially when it comes to relationships and the culture of sexism, frankly. So yeah, that's where hospitality feels like it's coming in. Wow, okay, that's big. Yeah, you're a dangerous, badass woman, honey. And men maybe they shouldn't fear you because that feels toxic, but take your freaking power back, honey. You know what I mean? Take your power back. You don't need to be fearing anybody else. You don't need to be controlled by anybody else. You don't need to be told what to do because you know yourself and you know what's best for you and you take charge of that. That woman, that fire, that passion, that love, that strength, vitality, and beauty is in you. It is you. This is your Venus energy in its most powerful freaking essence. Embracing that dark feminine too, okay? Lilith, I'm hearing Lilith. If you're into astrology, you may wish to check out where Lilith is in your chart. Whew. I'm seeing her bodice sort of just reminds me of a corset right now. And so there's this, which is, you know, what a lot of women used to wear, very restricting, restricts the rib cage, which is your breath of life, keeps us bound. So that feels like a little bit extra confirmation just seeing that like that. Ooh. It's like you're being asked to like hold on to yourself and your own identity as opposed to the identity that other people want to put on you. Okay. Boom. All right. Yeah. She has a 3-legged horse that collects the dead for her and brings them to her realm. Beautiful. Okay. She represents our inner fears that can hold us hostage, rob us of our willpower, and prevent us from moving forward in our undertakings. She represents, the paralyzing and unreasonable inner judge we use to pass judgment on our actions and ourselves. The color red, I literally just keep seeing flashes of red, like actual flashes of red, which was not happening before this reading, by the way. It was not happening. So very, very prevalent root chakra energy as well, grounding yourself into your identity. You're a freaking badass. You're a warrior woman, honey. Yeah, Amazonian. Okay, for some reason, man the hunter, this ancient concept, sexist concept, frankly, that we used to have in anthropology, and still kind of do, unfortunately. There's this idea that like men are hunters, and archaeologically men would only do the hunting, men are the providers, men get the food for the family. It's not freaking true. It's this narrative that was told for so many decades. We're breaking it now. And of course, archaeological evidence is coming out to support. Actually, no, there are female hunters. There are female hunters. It's just not widely talked about. The fossil record is really sparse. So we don't have enough data. And when you have cultural ideas that conflict what, you know, the science may be suggesting, like there's a tipping point where the evidence needs to be big enough for people to actually listen, because their belief systems are going to resist that truth. But that's the freaking truth, honey. Your divine feminine, she's a freaking badass. She's a warrior. She can slay in so many ways, okay? That's what we're stepping into. This is your future, honey. This is your future. Beautiful, beautiful. I like fairies. I'm grabbing our, what do we want to do? You make me shine. Again, not the lyrics. I'm singing all these songs that aren't the lyrics, but that's Uncle Cracker. You make me smile. You make me shine. Uncle Cracker, smile. You make me smile. Okay, we just roll with it over here. We just roll with it. I'm seeing teddy bears in my mind's eye, and they're reminding me of Care Bears right now. So many ways we can care for ourselves. You may have your head in the clouds about certain things. That's where root chakra feels relevant. Bring yourself back down to earth a little bit. Ground yourself in who you are. And pay attention to the things that make you smile. And know that you make other people smile too. And you shine so freaking bright. You shine so freaking bright. And you're a rock to so many people. You're a rock to so many people. Be a rock to yourself. Ah, beautiful. You have so much power. I see the tower in my mind's eye. Feels like a major tower moment for you right now, which is a out with the old, in with the new, renewal of your identity. Beautiful. You're so beautiful. I love you. You're so beautiful. Ah, let's embrace play. Okay, what did we want to do with these cards? I feel like we know enough about where in the body your worthiness is lying. Sacral, heart, maybe for some of you a little bit of the third eye and the throat, which is self-expression, clarity. Okay, of course solar plexus, but doesn't feel as relevant. A little bit maybe with this card. We're leaning it, but that feels like a farther future energy. There's more energies that are more pressing, more, yes, evident. It's as it's coming. Okay. I keep seeing taking notes energy. I'm seeing a lined sheet of paper. You may be called to write things down, Write down everything you love about yourself. Write down everything that you are, everything that you want to be. And figure that out. Sort that out. Align your mind with your highest and greatest good. Okay, I'm hearing your ancestors want to speak to you. Okay, so I'm hearing there are many stories untold. There are many things that we haven't told you. I'm hearing take the wheelbarrow out back. Dig up what was stolen. This feels specific. Let's see if we can get information on who's speaking right now. Okay, so I'm seeing like is that tweed? Like a wool sort of jacket and a man wearing a hat. And it's like a flannel, like wool sort of jacket. This feels specific for some of you. There's something that your ancestors want you to dig up. This may be literal or this may be a metaphor. I'm hearing it's literal. There's something that was like buried in your backyard. A wheelbarrow is relevant. For some of you, it may be a time capsule. For some of you, this may be just a shoebox under your bed, but your ancestors are calling you emblems. And I'm hearing archery as well. Archery. There are certain sort of relics in your family history, yes, child, that your ancestors are calling you to return to, and they're saying this will help you establish your identity, affirm who you are, look in the mirror and know it, see our lineage when you look in your own eyes. This will help with your rebirth process. And I'm seeing a sun in my mind's eye and the phoenix. This is definitely a very, the energy that's coming through feels very grandfatherly or paternal. For some of you, it feels more like a brother. but it definitely feels like a more of a masculine energy that maybe even in the past was, part of this cultural system that we're talking about of oppression based on gender or sex. And now that they've passed on, they have this broader perspective and they're looking to help you right these wrongs as well. Ooh, yes. I'm hearing X marks the spot. Wow, okay, somebody needs to dig up something in their backyard, like actually. Some of you are wondering if it's bones, and it might be. Take that as it resonates, y'all. But it could be like bones, like an old machine or something. If this is for you, you probably know, or you have a very good idea. Like if this part of the message is not for you, it's not going to resonate and it will cause confusion. If you are not confused, but instead you're like, wait a second, then this is for you. If it's confusing, or you feel nothing, it's not for you. Please leave it for whoever it's for. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else that we want to know? Okay, no, we got it all. Wow, that was fascinating. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Oh, wow, I'd love to hear, if you're willing to share, I'd love to hear if that resonated with you, if that was for you. That's fascinating. Thank you. Okay, so let's get, I want to understand a little bit better what's some advice from Spirit. What can you embrace? What can you embrace to make this transition? Whoa, okay. Wow, okay, so Wheel of Fortune. Fortune literally means like the end of karmic cycles. This is like, yeah, okay, confirmation, more confirmation. This is a big karmic cycle. Your freaking ancestors are here. Holy moly. It also looks like the steering wheel of a ship. Okay. Wow. So we're embracing change itself. We're embracing that you're a freaking chain breaker, that you're making this big change in yourself. And it's not only serving you, it's serving others. It's serving your ancestors. Wow. Ace of Discs too. You're embracing this new beginning, not just in your mental space, not just in your heart, not just in your spirit, but out in the material world. Allow these new ideas that are coming into your mind right now. Allow this identity to translate into your material world. Yes, child. I'm hearing yes, child. Some of you are being asked to journal as well. I'm seeing somebody working out, and I'm hearing meditate as well. Okay, and also look, X marks the spot. It's number 10, X. Do you see it? It's not quite in focus, but that's an X. There's your X marks the spot. It's on the Wheel of Fortune. We have the planet of Jupiter as well here, this planet of expansion, growing into who you really, really, truly are. Wow. Somebody's saying you got your work in store for you, but you're strong enough to do it. This journey isn't easy. No one ever said it would be. It's life. We're here to learn and grow, and that's not easy, right? That's not easy, but you're strong enough to do it, and it'll be freaking worth it. Okay, let's get some final. Okay, Spirit wants you to, we want to get some advice from this beautiful fairy deck here of what you can let go of. So this is what you can embrace. I'm going to put it here in your future. Fairy deck for you. Dogs are howling. I took them out before I did this. They're just a little bit lonely. They don't like when I close the door on them. All right. Okay, what do we need to let go of, Spirit, to embrace this? Wow, beautiful. Okay, I just saw the Sun card. Okay, I guess that's the card that we want. Somehow the Sun card was the wrong way around in the deck. There she is. Those are going to be your cards. Oh, look. So you're releasing some indecision here, not knowing which way to go. This is the two different paths. You have the sun and the moon. And I feel like this was more future, and just a reminder that the sun is shining for you. The top of the deck is yelling out to me. Oh my goodness, confirmation. Somebody saw, there's letters, there's journals, there's letters, there's treasures from your ancestors to look at. Okay, but for some of you, because this is what do we need to let go of, it's almost like we need to let go of some communication that happened in the past for some of you. For others of you, there's certain aspects of your history that you do have written record of in some form, whether it's somebody's old journal, whether it's ancestry reports, that maybe you need to detach from a little bit or accept so that you can move on and let go of it. 3939 feels relevant on the timer there. Okay. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. You're asked to question like who you're making commitments to. Yes, who you're making commitments to. Ask yourself that. Sign of approval. Okay, we're also being asked, I'm hearing sign of approval. So we're also being asked to let go of external validation, needing other people's approval. Okay, all the validation and approval that you need is right here. It comes from within. So that's how we're gonna begin to let go of some of this indecision. This will bring you clarity. Yes, it will. Okay. I thought maybe we'd read it, but I feel like this is going to be enough for you. Okay, yeah. Spirit, is there anything else that we'd like to bring through? No, child, that is all. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, this has been your reading, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here, for sitting here with me. I do hope that this was helpful in some way. I hope that it resonated. If it did, let me know down in the comments. Feel free to if you'd like to, or just leave emojis if you don't feel like talking. I get it. This is going to take some time to integrate. Be patient with yourself, honey. And I invite you to like, share, subscribe, or however, if you want to join in on whatever I'm creating here, okay? We've just begun. We really have just begun. All right. I love you all so much. There will be a picture of this, of your final oracle card spread on my community page, so you can find it there if you'd like to see it there. I love you. I love you so much. Hello and welcome to those of you that chose pile 2, this Dragonfae oracle deck. Welcome, 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 beautiful, abundant souls. All right, so we're diving into your worthiness wounds, honey. May already have something to do with self-expression there. Or ability to have fun or something like that. All right. So we're going to do the same organization that we did for pile 1. We're going to do a past, present, future, but with the present, we're going to examine both the conscious energy and the subconscious energy, and then past and future, we'll just have one card each. And then we'll see what Spirit would like you to let go of and what we need to embrace in order to heal your worthiness wounds. Okay. So let me tap into your collective a little bit, the collective that chose pile 2. Okay, so immediately I'm picking up on, so pile 1 had this very like nurturing energy to it. A lot of, yeah, it was a very, this one is a much more like strict energy, a much stricter energy. Like a lot of discipline is already coming through with this one. The need to be on time is coming through. So the first reading had a little bit more feminine energy. This one already has a little bit more masculine, but I don't know if that's the right labels to put on that. So maybe just take that if it resonates. A spirit is saying to me, the boat is sinking. The boat is sinking. I'm getting a lot of sailor, like nautical sort of terms coming in, like the boat is sinking, like set course. They're like almost it's almost actually kind of reminding me of in The Little Mermaid when like they're in a storm and the boat like catches on fire and they're all running around, and they probably do that in so many movies, like Peter Pan maybe as well. But it's that sort of energy of like, oh my gosh, the boat is sinking, what do we do? Like Titanic, what do we do? We're running around, there's a lot of chaos. And then there's this really strict and disciplined energy, like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And this one feels a little bit more tied to the career realm, as well as the household in terms of like cleanliness and maybe daily tasks like feeding yourself, cooking yourself meals. What else is here? Okay, we actually are being asked to move on with the cards right now. I just saw in my mind's eye when I closed my eyes, I was drawn to a spiral shape. So yeah, this spiraling, but also this energy of the spiral represents like eternal life. And so maybe there's this feeling that, oh my gosh, is it going to be like this forever? How am I going to handle this? Okay, Spirit, where in the body are these worthiness wounds located? I kind of want to know that first. Spirit is saying to me in the head. I heard in the head, which is like the mind. In the head is what came in first. It's in the head. And so there may be, whoa, and I'm feeling your panic. Oh my gosh, okay. Boundaries. Okay. Okay. It feels like a lot of uncertainty of like, oh my God, like knowing who you are and therefore knowing what to do in your life. Knowing how are you supposed to make a career decision? How am I supposed to take care of myself? How am I supposed to do all this if I like don't even know how, if I don't know why, if I don't know what I'm doing? How am I supposed to do it if I don't have this clarity that I need? How? Whew. Okay. Piece of advice immediately off the bat. We live in a beautiful world. We live in a beautiful world where there are quantum energy fields that many people, and a source consciousness that many people refer to as spirit, as God, Allah, however you want to call it, your spirit guides, angels. This energy is here to support you. This energy is here to support you. And so your job is to focus on what do I want and maybe a little bit of why, but mostly, I mean, you kind of need the why a little bit, so maybe we'll get into that in this reading. Why do I want what I want, and what do you want? What do you want? And the universe takes care of the how and the when and the where. Your responsibility is the what and the why. Let God take care of everything else. No need to micromanage your own life. Yes, yes. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I'm seeing that the elements of water and air feel very relevant, as well as a fish. So Pisces and Aquarius energy specifically, and I'm hearing Libra as well. That may be one of your signs, or it may be significant for you in your astrological chart. Yes, if that got you to think right now, you're encouraged to go look at your astrological chart, see where those, see what planets you may have in those positions. Okay, I'm hearing Lilo and Stitch, Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Excuse me. Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Okay, and I have a bookshelf here, and I'm drawn to my Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. That's what it's called. It's this herb book that has a lot of like the spiritual properties. Okay, so some of you are being called to go to Mother Nature. I'm also hearing examine your belief system. Ding, 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 ding. Examine your belief system. Interesting that those were paired together. So, okay, so some of you are actually being encouraged by Spirit right now to encourage your belief system about how the world functions, like how your thoughts actually affect you at a physical level. There is a lot of science. It's not just magical herbs and spirituality and like hocus pocus manifestation. There's a lot of science. There's a lot of science, okay? That's beginning to back, and I wish I could remember any names right now. Oh my gosh, what's her name? Ooh, Tara? Okay, this is terrible. I have no idea. There's a lot of... I wish I could give you resources right now. But I do encourage you to look up like the neuroscience. Maybe Google like a neuroscience of spirituality or neuroscience of manifestation. Because there's a lot of evidence coming forth to suggest that the energy that we put into things and our thoughts really do have profound physical effects. They really do. And when it comes to changing your own reality, changing the way that you operate in your life, it's not just hocus pocus. You're actually rewiring your neurons. You're rewiring your neural pathways. That's what we mean when we say reprogramming your mind. It's literal. It's not just your thought systems. Those thought systems have physical channels in your brain that you've been developing since you were young or since a traumatic event happened or something. That's what you're reprogramming. That's what you're rewiring. You're also rewiring energy centers in your body. For example, like what kind of relationship does your stomach have with your brain? What kind of relationship does your stomach have with your heart? How are they communicating with each other? What hormones and neurotransmitters are being sent between them? What type of signals is your body sending? And a lot of this originates in your thoughts. A lot of it originates in your thoughts, okay? And in your ability to control your emotions. So it's not just hocus pocus. And I feel like some of you are being asked to examine this further, to really understand it so that you can take your power back in that way. Tying this back to worthiness. Some of you, so this was relevant in the first reading a little bit too, this victim mentality. If you don't understand how the world is working, it's like if you don't understand the rules of the game, it's really hard to win it. And so some of your worthiness wounds could be coming just from this, and that can be what's causing a lot of your chaos as well. I'm feeling a lot of your chaos coming through in this reading. I'm reading, this is an energy channeling, right? And this reading is already much more sort of scattered. I hope it's resonating. Please only take whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't. I'm seeing a dust storm in my mind's eye as well. Like we're kicking up loose debris and it's being carried away in the winds. So there's a lot of things. Okay, yeah, dusty house. There may be a lot of things that you're holding on to that are on the surface that would be easily removed with elements of wind and water that already came in, but you may be feeling really overwhelmed. And so I feel like this is contributing to a lot of your worthiness wounds. It's your like ability to feel like you have control over your physical reality. Yeah, and it's maybe because you're not understanding where to start, where it starts in the mind, the fact that it does start in the mind. Okay, I'm hearing hush your thoughts, and I'm being reminded of lullabies. So calming energy feels rest, and calming energy, like even calming frequencies, bedtime stories, like bedtime story podcasts, that type of thing, might be really helpful for you. Taking time during your day to truly just close your eyes. The dogs are very nervous right now. I just took them out. Like between pile 1 and pile 2, I took the dogs out again. And they're whining. Do you hear that? Gramsci is howling. Honey, it's okay. They're okay. Oh, but there's anxiety swirling in your atmosphere. Okay, so yeah, so cleaning your home actually can really help too. There's this dual relationship between physical and spiritual. Cleaning your actual home can help with your spiritual health as well, with your mental health as well. Okay, it's all interrelated. Okay, spaces hold energy. So when you have clutter in a corner, when you have dust on a surface that's been there for a long time, it starts to collect stagnant energy, which causes a swirling in this chaos. So cleanse your home or change something. Maybe rearrange your furniture a little bit, change your lock screen on your phone or your computer, something like that. Just changing little things can really help recenter your energy, reset it. Okay, I'm hearing the word exploitation. And for some reason, the stock market feels relevant, so take that if it resonates. Some of you do need to examine your finances and take it a little bit more seriously. And that may be where you're falling through the cracks. I'm hearing Spirit say falling through the cracks. This feels related to that. Sorry if the shuffling of the cards is like annoying. I'm just doing that unconsciously. So there may be some unconscious behaviors that you're doing as well that you need to draw your awareness to. This exploitation and stock market energy of your finances, it feels very related to the strict, disciplined energy that was coming in initially. Maybe you're holding yourself to a standard that you're not seeing in the physical world, and so there's this mismatch between your belief systems and what you're seeing, and that would naturally cause a lot of disruption. Okay, it's going to cause a lot of disruption in your spirit, in your mind, body, and spirit, because we're not operating in alignment. Okay, let's get to the cards now. Thank you. So let's see, in the present, let's understand where your worthiness is a little bit more, please, Spirit. Conscious and then subconscious. Okay, so that's going to be external expression and internal expression. Okay, I'm asked to shuffle a little slower, so we're really dealing with mindfulness right now. Mindfulness, slow and steady wins the race. I'm singing Unicorn in my mind's eye. Unicorn and rainbows, be who you are, honey, I love you. Shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Do-do-do. Ooh, center stage. I'm hearing center stage. Okay, where is this worthiness coming from? Soul scrying. Let's get your unconscious energy. Wow, new moon, Faye. The new moon is for setting intentions. There we go. 2 came out, so we'll take them both. I don't know why I'm rhyming, but we flow here. We flow and we grow. All right. So this is your conscious energy here, where your worthiness wounds are lying. And this is confirmation that a lot of these worthiness wounds are lying in your ability to direct your thought, to direct your intentions, and set it out into motion in the real world. So the new moon is a really good time energetically to be setting intentions, to be setting manifestations. And so there's definitely this call for you to become more clear in realistic standards for yourself, and taking baby steps and just being okay with it. You can set your sights far in the future as well, but know that you're going to take baby steps to get there. Okay, and this is reminding me too of something that occurred to me earlier today. So I took a walk earlier today, and there were these crows flying above, and I was watching them, and I sort of had this miniature little epiphany where I was like, okay, so birds, like, there are air currents that we can't see, but as they're flying, they're flowing with these air currents, taking the path of least resistance. And if the bird were to say, from this tree, I want to go all the way over there, and I'm going to take this exact route to get there. I'm going to take this exact route to get all the way over there. Guess what's going to happen? The bird is going to have to fight the flow, expend a lot more energy, possibly waste a lot more time. And when they do finally get to that tree, because they can still get there, they might be really tired, as opposed to if they're like, okay, that's where I want to go, but I'm going to let go of how I get there. I'm going to let go of how I get there, and I'm just going to start flying and let the current take me. This is what birds do. That's what water does as well, and wind as well. So again, those elements coming in. This is an energy that I feel you are encouraged to occupy, is how it's coming through. Embody or occupy that. Entertain that and think about it more, yes. So soul scrying. You've been doing a lot of deep diving into your soul already, trying to understand this. And so I feel like there's this need to just let go in general and let the wind take the course, okay? At the beginning, didn't we hear like set sails and steer the course, okay? Yeah, wow, I feel like you are trying to take a lot of control, and like the tighter you hold on, oh God, the more your hands are gonna hurt. Just let go, let go. You're putting so much tension in your body. Maybe you need a massage too. Okay, I'm hearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you're a musician or a dancer or a mathematician. You're encouraged to participate in these hobbies more, resurrect them if you haven't done them in a long time. This feels like it will be really helpful for you to learn how to marry that spirit of play and going with the flow alongside the discipline. There's some sort of disruption that's happened there. So turn to the arts, honey, if that calls to you. Turn to the arts. That's a great way to learn how to get into those motions, and then we can apply it to other aspects of our life. So the underlying energy here is we have the Time Guardian, you have time, and Pellinor and the Lady, a bittersweet farewell. So you have time is about, yeah, okay. It's about taking, like, knowing that time is on your side and allowing time to work for you as opposed to against you. This feels like something you're fighting, okay? And then Pellinor and the Lady, this bittersweet farewell, it's actually this card about letting go of the things in our life that don't serve us, and knowing that if they're meant for us, they will come back. They will come back. So it's a bittersweet farewell, because you might have to say goodbye to something or somebody that you really, really, really love, but trust that they will come back for you, that there'll be a reconciliation, a reunion. For now, let it go. And so this feels highly related to this time guardian, because with this energy, in order to do this, we truly have to live in the moment here, and we also have to have faith and trust. So time is on your side, and time is working for you. I want to read like a small snippet from the time guardian, because I know there's some key wording in there. These are your underlying energies tied to your worthiness. Wow, honey. Woo, relax and play. I'm hearing the Ferris wheel is yours. The Ferris wheel. In tarot, that reminds me of the, please help. Loading. In process. The Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, which is about ending karmic cycles, and it showed up in the last reading. All right. So the time guardian, you have time. It says, the feelings you have of time contracting and expanding are real insights, not simply your imagination. Time is a living dimensional being whose powers include the ability to devote more time to those of us who require it, and for time to speed up or slow down when it may be necessary too. It is in this way that we are able to divine and travel through the threads and weavings of time and move forward into seeing our future. The truth, we are already there. Okay, you are already there. This is how you can manifest things into being, is by speaking in the present moment, knowing that you already have it, that you already have it, because time is an illusion. It's a product of this third dimensional reality, and maybe other densities too, but it's an illusion. It's a projection of some sort. Illusion may be more accurate. Okay. Yeah, so you can call on these time guardians. Know that time is available to work for you and with you. You need only tune into it as a dimensional reality and connect with the time beings. And above all, know that you are a timeless being. You are a timeless being. You exist infinitely. You are a multidimensional being. So you have so much power at your fingertips. You really are being asked to expand your mind here. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see what, I feel like I want to read this too a little bit. Okay, fine. We'll do it. There must be a key in there, because I know the meaning of this one a little bit better. By the way, the previous one was page 42. Pelennor and a lady. They are saying farewell and our hearts are breaking. Okay, so I feel like it's just this reminder that it might hurt. It might hurt, whatever you need to let go of. But while we say farewell for now, we do not know what lies before us, only that for a time it is necessary for us to be separated from the one that we love with all of our being in order to complete our mission. So you're really being called to focus on yourself here. I'm hearing detachment issues. So this is relevant for people, but also manifestation. It's like needing to detach from the outcome in order to really receive your blessings. You're putting so much pressure on yourself that you don't need to, and it doesn't serve you. I'm hearing the universe will find you. And I'm hearing, wagon wheel. This wagon wheel keeps saying, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Okay, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Wagon wheel. Hey, mama, rock me. The wind and the rain. The wind and the rain. Okay, air and water, honey. Air and water. It's allowing this to move you. Allowing these move without resistance. Move without resistance. We can rock and enjoy the ride a little bit and see where you end up and have fun with it. Learn to be a creator of your own reality and know that you are creating everything, even the things in your reality that you don't love. You've created those on some level. It's always a co-creation. So this is where awareness is so key, so key. I'm called to read this little paragraph here, divinatory meanings of this card, Pelennor and the Lady. So this is the card of lovers finding it difficult to be separated even for a moment. This codependency and neediness that came through at the beginning songs that we channeled. Okay, Total Eclipse of the Heart and Romeo and Juliet song by Taylor Swift. What's that called? Love Story. Yes, this is the card of lovers finding it difficult to be separated even for a moment. The card of friends who find that leaving each other's company means a lonesome time. And the card of fellow travelers on life's journey needing to go their separate ways for a time. It is bittersweet. The reason the separation feels hard is because there is so much love. So please know that separating from somebody, it doesn't mean that you don't love them. It means that that's just the right choice for you in the moment. And in fact, taking time apart from somebody, if the relationship isn't currently serving you, it can be, that's a more powerful way to love somebody often. There's a song called, I don't know what it's called, but it goes, the hardest thing I've ever done was love somebody and still run. The hardest thing that I've ever done is love somebody and still run. What is that called? I think it's by Wet. It might be Still Run by Wet or something like that. And it's all 2, 3, 4, 5 on the timer. So some of you are really being called, take that over as an 8. For some of you, it does feel like a job, feels like a career thing, and others of you, it's going to be a friendship or a romantic partnership. Even a pet, for some of you, it's coming through as a pet. So if this is a death, this ties back to examining your beliefs in spirituality. You can choose to believe that there's life after death. I believe it. I believe it. Maybe look up near-death experiences. Near-death experiences, if you haven't already, there's a lot of really, really fascinating accounts of people who have died and gone to heaven or gone to the afterlife or whatever, and they have these crazy accounts. It's beautiful. And you get a range of people on there. They're not just all, like some of them are like scientists. They're like, I study death, or like neurologists that have stories and they're like, this was real. And there's so many. If you watch a lot of them, I'm feeling really tension in my heart right now. Yeah, this might be hard for you. Some of you here, I feel like some of you, I'm also feeling a sharp, so I have a sharp-ish, like a tightness in my chest and a tightness in my solar plexus area right now. These two very much holding a lot of shame in these areas. Shame to be able to move on from a loss. Okay, but you will be reunited in spirit. You will be reunited in spirit. Choose to believe this. Choose to believe this. Lead with faith, Spirit is saying to me. I'm also feeling pain in my knees right now. Pain in my knees. Again, this ability to move forward. And knee pain is just making me think of the natural aging process and maybe playing sports. There may be somebody who is injured in a sports-related accident, and I'm getting tension in my throat chakra. Oh, honey. Everything is okay. Everything is going to be okay. What you can do is call the light into your body, ground your frequency. A meditation that I've started to do a lot lately that has been really helpful for me is visualizing light in each of my energy centers. Soul star, crown, third eye, throat chakra, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root, and earth star. Go one by one, and for each one, I will breathe in, and as I breathe in, I center my attention wherever the energy center is, and then as I breathe out, I send light to that area. Start from the top, work your way down, and once you get all the way down, you will feel aligned. You will feel aligned. You will feel your energy lift. You'll feel your spirit lift. You'll feel more peace, more calm. I highly encourage you to do this because I feel like this worthiness and this you being hard on yourself and holding on to things. Wow, a lot of it, there's a lot that needs to be said that hasn't been said to yourself as well as to your loved ones. And I feel like, okay, a lot of you are speaking poorly about yourself, thinking poorly about yourself. This needs to stop because you do create your own reality. Your mind doesn't, like neurologically, psychologically, your body doesn't know the difference. Between like a dream or reality, okay? If I look in the mirror, or not even look in the mirror, if I'm just like, oh, I'm so stupid, the body's going to be like, okay, got it. You're stupid. And we're going to respond to that. So even if you believe that, don't say it out loud. Instead, say, wow, I'm so brilliant. I'm so smart. I love myself. I am worthy. I am loved. I'm abundant. I am manifesting all of my dreams. And I'm doing a great job in life. I'm doing a great job. I'm so proud of myself. You brainwash yourself positively. Subliminals might be helpful for you as well. And please just take it one step at a time. You're rewiring your actual body, like physical body. It takes time. Got to regrow neurons and stuff. It's a slow process, but you can do it. You will be reunited. I'm seeing in my mind's eye a stairway to like heaven. It's like I'm seeing like a Jesus or a Jesus type figure, like literally standing on a stairway, and they're just like, it's here for you, honey. Heaven is a state of mind, and in that way, it's a real place. And I'm feeling dizzy right now. Ooh, I really encourage you to take a break, take a day off work if you need to center yourself. Go to the spa if you can afford it, or have a friend do a massage for you, something like that. And then I'm seeing a pool and a hot tub if you have access to those facilities. Take a soak, honey. Take a soak. Let your worries just let the water take them away. Let the wind take them away. Connect with the elements and observe them. Let it flow out, and know that Spirit is always here with you. Spirit is saying, we've got you, we've got you, we've got you, so you don't fall. You won't fall. And you're also being encouraged to know yourself, and know your strength. The final countdown by Europe. You may wish to listen to that song. And then Indiana Jones energy is coming through as well. I'm feeling hot in the face. I'm feeling hot in my feet. There's a lot of physical discomfort that your belief systems are probably leading. I'm feeling back pain. Wow. Okay, your mind is really affecting your system. This really can manifest into actual serious health problems, especially if it goes unaddressed. So start in the mind, honey. You're going to be okay. I promise you. You're a powerful and beautiful creator, and there's so many resources out there for you. There's so many resources. Spirit is saying the waters are calm. The waters are calm. I know they may not feel that way, but this is a sort of way that you can choose to see the world. Really connect with the current moment. Connect with the now. Nothing else matters. Connect with the now. It will bring this stillness that you need. A reparation of the soul's matters too is what's coming through. I'm also hearing Akashic Records. Akashic Records. Some of you may wish to visit this space so that you can understand yourself better. If you can do this yourself, do it. Otherwise, you may need to book a reading. I'm available if you'd like to book a reading. We can help you understand in a more personalized manner what it is that you need to examine so that you can grow and learn from this and center yourself. So that's open for you. I love you. Thank you for being patient in this reading. This is a little bit of a longer one, but let's get you some past energy and a future energy. What are we moving on from, Spirit? What are we moving on from? Oop, not that one. The railroad is coming in. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. I love you. You really are. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. Not to compare. What's the past energy that we're moving on from? What's the past energy? Just feeling so much calm right now. Breathe with me, please. You are so loved. You are nurtured by the universe. You are cherished by the divine. The divine is here to support you. The divine is here to support you. Call out to your guides. They are here. I see dragons and birds. Dragons and birds, the crow. What is this past energy that we need to let go of? It's taking a long time. There we go. Being joyful. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. There are certain joyous memories that you may be holding on to, and maybe that's why it's so difficult to move on. This is in the past, but it's also this reminder of you do have a lot of love and joy in your life. You do. And because you felt it once, you can feel it again. You can go back to those spaces. They still exist. Everything is now. Time is an illusion. This is what you're moving away from, is those false belief systems and holding on to only the good moments. And then we have what we're moving into is this beautiful, beautiful energy. My goodness. Lovers at the feast, conscious aware eating. And Cheng Guang, be light of heart, numbers 23 and 27. Oh, so these, what you're moving into in the future is truly an awareness of your environment, an awareness of what you're eating. Okay, but at the beginning part, this is confirmation. At the beginning, I'm remembering channeling cooking, like needing to take care of yourself that way. And so this is what this card is about. It's about being aware of the foods that you eat. So take more control over that. Take more control over that. Maybe learn how to cook, do more home cooked meals, make the time for it, because it is important. I know it's easy to find like we don't have time for it, but eating healthy is a really good way to support your physical system. There's so many toxins and preservatives and all this stuff and yeah, in the foods that we eat, especially when you buy it from the frozen section or fast foods. And so do yourself a service, and this is where you're moving into. Lovers at the feast. Also be aware of the energies that you're consuming, okay? Thoughts and people as well. This apple is really standing out to me as well, okay? So biblically, we know that to mean temptation. So that you may be tempted to eat certain foods or to participate in certain behaviors, or maybe even substances, or interacting with certain people. Become aware of this first so that you can gain that awareness of, does it serve me or does it not? That's a really good question to ask yourself with every little thing in life. Does this serve me? Does this serve my highest good? What would my higher self do? What would the highest, most powerful version of myself do? What would the version of myself who loves me and sees myself as worthy, what would they do? What would they do? Take it one day at a time. You don't need to go through your whole life right now, but just over the next few days, few weeks, few months, start asking yourself this question. Does this serve me? And just asking that in the moment, it will help to expand your awareness as well, so that you can catch yourself before you fall into these cycles and get trapped. Being light of heart is reminding us to take things with a grain of salt, and to be light of heart, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, right? Because even the bad things are something that we can learn from. We know that the moment will pass. And the good things give us something to be grateful for, you know? Like, I mean, we can be grateful for anything, but it's being light of heart. This is learning how to play in the mud, learning how to play even in the quicksand, learning how to laugh at yourself, being light of heart. Being light of heart and seeing yourself for the human that you are, flawed and so perfect. That's what you're moving into. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the wind and sky. I said it wrong again. Let it go came in the first reading, but the first time I said I'm one with the wind and sun. You're one with the wind and sky. The lyric is snow. But it's let it go, let it go. Let it go, embrace the cold. The cold doesn't bother me anyway. You're so strong and so brave. I know you can do it. Oh, okay. We're gonna use this beautiful little fairy deck for you now to learn what energies what else we need to let go of. What do we need to let go of? So maybe let's get a little bit of let's just ask. We're gonna somewhat be clarifying this space, and I'm feeling pain now down in my hips. Ooh. Stretch. Take an ice bath or a hot tub or something. And drink a lot of water. Drink your electrolytes. Some of you specifically are drinking a lot of coffee. And maybe even having coffee before you have your breakfast. This doesn't serve you. Glucose levels are also coming in as relevant. So having a savory breakfast is a really good way to avoid low energy later in the day, because when you start with like a lot of fruit or high sugary types of things, a lot of carbs in the morning, your glucose spikes really quickly, which means it's going to fall really quickly, and then you need more and more coffee, more and more coffee, more and more sugar, and it causes chaos in your system, both physically, mentally, spiritually. So having a savory breakfast, prioritizing protein instead of sugars, Okay, fats and proteins is a really good way to just help keep your mood more stable over the day. Okay, that's coming in for you. I'm feeling pain in my left foot. I'm feeling pain in the right side of my lower back. You can breathe light into these specific spots that you feel pain. Ask your guides to work on these spots while you sleep as well, or in meditation. Some of you are being called to attend a yoga ceremony, is how it's coming in, a yoga ceremony. I'm hearing Shavasana, which is the pose where you literally just lay down on the ground. Some of you are being called to do that and learn more about it even. Some of you are being called to look up the yogi history, or maybe even Hinduism, and yeah, maybe Buddhism as well, Zoroastrianism. There's so much we can learn from so many cultures. All right, what do we need to let go of, Spirit? What do we need to let go of? What is this beautiful, beautiful collective we need to let go of so that we can begin to heal these worthiness wounds? You are good enough. You are. Take it one day at a time. What do we need to let go of? What do we need? There you are. Goodness. Oh, goodness. You made a mess. Did you see that? Oh. Clean up, clean up. Everybody do your share. Alright. What do we need to let go of? Okay. Oh. Alright, so we have this is the card, I forget what it's called. It's networking and idolizing people, community. So we need to let go of, I feel like we, at the beginning, we're channeling like, I remember saying something about holding yourself to too high of a standard, or needing to re-examine your standards. So this is something that you definitely are being called to let go of, is those standards. Who are you idolizing? Who are you idolizing? Why do you have the goals that you have? Does it really serve you, or are you trying to compete with somebody else or be somebody else? Are you comparing yourself to others? Collaboration feels relevant here as well. And I'm hearing business archives. Business archives. Okay. So we're gonna let go of the energy that's going into us setting our goals right now. Where is it coming from? We don't need to idolize people. And then we have the moon here card, the moon, okay? That's coming in with the energy of intuition and emotions. You may be judging yourself very harshly for like just having human emotions, and maybe even being wrong, making mistakes. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Because you can learn from those things. You can learn from those things. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, feed yourself when you're hungry. My stomach just growled. I need to have dinner. Speaking of having healthy food, y'all, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite tonight because I am having a frozen pizza tonight. But I promise you, I cook most days. Today is not one of those days. I'm traveling very soon. So, frozen pizza it is, honey. And it's okay to have those cheat days. It is. It truly is. It truly freaking is. There's so many ways to care for yourself, and sometimes it means a quick meal, and that's okay. We don't need to judge ourselves for that. I'm seeing tic-tac-toe in my mind's eye, and I'm seeing a calculator. It's reminding me of like elementary school or middle school. My cards just fell. There's something going back to that period that needs to sort of fall away, and something that maybe you learned from that period of your life. I'm feeling like for some of you, a lot of your teachers put a lot of pressure on you with this card, and some of you it's your parents or even classmates being judged. Maybe you were in a really challenging school system, or you had a challenging job growing up and you felt judged, like you weren't good enough. That's where for some of you, that's where your worthiness wounds are partially coming from, and that's probably connected. Okay. Some of you it feels like you were raised in an environment, whether at home, at school, at work, whatever, that made it not feel safe for you to be yourself, to express yourself, or to make mistakes. This is where a lot of your worthiness wounds are lying. I'm hearing draw pictures. It's making me think of childhood art. You may wish to, if you have childhood art, examine it, or like just practice drawing and see how it feels. I don't know, maybe that's, or even just like art therapy feels relevant. There's this need to express yourself. express yourself. We already had the arts coming through. Now it's coming in as like painting or drawing. There's a really a need to express yourself. This feels like something that was shut down. My throat, by the way, for the whole like past like 10 minutes has felt this same tension in it. So definitely there's your identity has been rejected, has been shut down in the past because of toxicity, because of judgment, because of things that are not your fault and are not okay. Not okay. Okay, the deck just like fell out of my hands and it split on the Three of Swords, which is this card of heartbreak. Heartbreak. It wasn't okay. It was not okay, but it also was not your fault. And now my right arm hurts. I've been all these pains, y'all. I don't have these pains outside of readings. It's this energy that we're sensing, picking up on right now. Many of these pains you may not be aware of too, because you're living with them every day. You are worthy. You are loved. You are perfect just as you are. You truly are. I know it may be hard to believe. It may be hard to believe. But we have the Hierophant here. Everything is a teaching moment if you choose to see it that way. Choose to learn your lessons. Even those bad experiences, we can learn something from them. Okay. You're going to be okay. You really are. I'm hearing take the dog for a walk. Maybe that could be your little meditation every day. There's something else that feels like okay, there may be something else that wants to come back, come around from this, but we need to let go of Kyle. But Spirit wants us to move on to what do we need to embrace now so that you can move on to this awareness and this light of heart, being aware of everything, being choosy, having boundaries. All right, what do we need to embrace, Spirit? Did I put my energy in? What do we need to embrace? What does this beautiful soul need to embrace? Discipline is coming back in. There we go. Beautiful. You have the Princess of Cups and the Seven of Wands for you. 44:33 on the timer. Woo! So we need to embrace the slow and the steadiness of the journey, going with the flow. And didn't I sing Shine Bright Like a Diamond? There's all these diamonds on her dress right here. And the fish, there's our fish. We said fish at the beginning of this reading as well. So absolutely embracing this beautiful, this Princess of Cups energy, who is this divine feminine energy, who goes with the flow, who allows things to change around her, who is aware enough of her environment so that she knows where to go with each step, but she doesn't necessarily know the entire journey laid out. She's aware enough of herself, in tune enough with her heart, her feelings, her emotions, and her thoughts to be able to move forward and trust the pace of things. With the turtle here, you are protected. You are protected. There are certain things that you may be sheltering yourself from out of fear, but know that everything is okay. Your guides are with you and you can trust yourself. And then we also have this swan here, which comes in again with this really protective energy. The swans are a species of bird that they mate for life, and people think of them as these like peaceful, they're so loving, but like swans are only nice to their lovers. Like everybody else, they're like, get the heck away, I hate you. They're mean, right? And so there's this overprotective energy coming through with the turtle and the swan right now. That's stopping you in your tracks is how it's coming through. Okay, the little engine that could is coming through as well. It's a children's book. And the reason, so the little engine that could went on this treacherous journey, and the reason he was able to make it through was because of his positive mindset. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. That's what he kept telling himself, and he did. He did it because he thought he could, okay? And you're already there. Everything is now. Time is an illusion. So take it one step at a time. Princess of Cups. Being in tune with your emotions. Being in tune. This is what you need to embrace as well. Embrace all of your emotions. All of your emotions. Even the ones that feel scary, even the ones that hurt, even the ones that in the past you've judged yourself for, others have judged yourself for. Embrace that, honey. It will serve you. And then the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands also has this sort of protecting what you have type of energy. But it can also resonate as leadership and shining the way for others. So there may be people in your life that are really supportive of you, but maybe they don't share it, or maybe they're struggling too. I'm hearing going down with you. Okay. I will go down with this shit. No, I won't and surrender. There will be no white flag upon my shore. I'm in love. Ditto. White flag. There will be no white flag. You're not going to give up. You're not going to surrender. You're not going to surrender. So there are people on this journey with you, friends, family, loved ones, pets, even cherished memories that are on this journey with you. You can lead the way for them by doing the growth yourself and leading by example. This is how you can support them. And there is this need to protect what you've gained. It's not selfish. Like, if there are people in your life that you're feeling a lot of judgment from, a lot of corruption, people that maybe you've been taught to idolize, that intuitively, you know, if you tune into your emotions, you know, like, this feels icky, I don't love this. That is your intelligence speaking. That is your intuitive intelligence speaking to you. That we don't like this person does not serve your highest and greatest good. Your higher self says, no, honey, no, we don't like it. So it's okay to step away from those people, protect what you do have, protect the good, protect your love. That's not selfish. That's not selfish. That's called boundaries. That's called healing. That's called doing the inner work and showing it out in the outside world, doing what's best for yourself, honey. Because doing what's best for yourself, as long as you're moving forward with love, leading with love and not fear, it serves others as well. Protect yourself. Protect your energy. Okay. Okay, and illuminate something from within too. Beautiful. This is Aries, or that's the symbol for the planet Mars, excuse me, which is this like aggressive, like very male energy moving forward. Cut them off, honey. Cut them off. You know who I'm talking about. Some of you, it's a coworker. That's the biggest energy coming through right now. Coworker could also be a boss or a friend. Coworker is coming in for a lot of you. Cut them off. Don't talk to them. You don't have to sit with them at lunch. You don't have to go out on breaks with them. Be like, I don't know. You can tell them straight to your face, like, I'm working on myself right now, and I would actually really prefer to like eat alone, or I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Sorry. Maybe that will mess up your work relationships. Just set the boundary. Be like, actually, lunch is a time for podcasts now. Like, I don't know, whatever you have to do. Set the boundary. Do it for yourself. Don't feel bad. If there's something calling you to do it, yeah, it may hurt. Okay, where is this card? It may hurt. It may hurt, but sometimes that's the best way to love somebody too. You might even be enabling them by not letting them go, by not moving on, by not setting a boundary. And that doesn't serve them, especially if you do love them. Okay. Click, 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 click. Feels like nails on a chalkboard. It can be very uncomfortable. Ooh, teaching moments are very uncomfortable. I don't like it either. But we have to. We have to grow. It's very uncomfortable, but we have to grow. You can do this. You freaking can. I feel like I want to get you one more beautiful little inspirational piece of advice before we go. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for sticking around for this long one. What beautiful piece of advice can we leave this beautiful, beautiful, now empowered soul who understands themselves so much better now? Spirit, what do we want to bring in? Whoa! Holy moly, that was too many cards. There is love coming in for you. We have the Lover's card. But it's also resonating as love yourself. Love yourself, honey. Show more love to yourself. Show more love to yourself. And look, clarity. Clarity is coming. Assurance. That clarity really, truly is coming. Okay, you're so brave. You're so brave. Have freaking courage, honey. Have courage because you're so brave. Examine your shadows. You can do it. You can do it. There's a light in the dark. We are one. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We really are. Okay. The last card was this one. Seek counsel of the crystals. She's a very wise energy that works with the elements. So you may be called to connect with the earth more. We're going to keep these two, the Lovers and the Clarity, out for you. Love yourself, honey. And clarity will come. Extend that positive energy to yourself. Set the boundaries. All right. That's beautiful. All right, Spirit. Okay. Doing this work is closing a chapter for you. You're coming near the end of like a long and treacherous journey is how it feels. And it feels like there's like a big final push coming. You're at a crux point in your journey. It feels like there's a big final push before you can really get over that hurdle. It will get easier, but this is the hard stuff. This is the hard stuff that we need to let go, that we need to move on. For some of you, it's the beginning of a journey, but you can do it. You can do it. For some of you, you feel like you just got through something really tough and now this is happening. The universe wouldn't throw anything at you that they didn't know that you could handle. It serves your highest good because you know that you're going to grow from it. You're going to be such a powerful badass who knows what's good for them, who knows what's right, and who knows how to set boundaries, who knows how to take care of themselves in all the ways. Cooking for yourself, doing your finances, choosing the job, choosing the career that's good for you. Take it one step at a time, one step at a time. Looking within, knowing that the power lies within, examining your belief systems and your relationship with the world, with spirituality, and with the people in your life. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, it's all a mirror. We just have 3, 4, 3 standing out to me here. 3, 4, 3. Okay. Thank you. That's all I have for you. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated. I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Or just an emoji if you don't feel like speaking. I get it. You're gonna need to integrate and think on this one. Make sure you sleep well tonight, please. Make sure you sleep well. I love you. All right. Yeah, like, comment, share if you feel called to. I'd love to have you here as part of this community. I'm gonna do more pick a cards because this was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed this. And thank you for sharing your energy with me, because it's your openness and receptivity that allows me to more easily tap into your energy so that I can retrieve information that helps bring you clarity and helps serve your highest good. So yeah, this was your message. This was for you. This was meant for you. This was meant for you. The divine speaks through me with this, okay? You are supported. You are supported and you are not alone. I've been where you are. I have been where you are. I got through it and you can too, because we are all one. We are. Clarity is coming. I love you so much. Extend that love to yourself. I love you. I love you. Peace to you.